Yeah, they're brutal sessions. I have a part in the movie where I'm talking to Dennis McKenna right before we're going in, and I'm like, Dennis, I'm feeling a little bit of trepidation. And he said, Brian, he's like, if you're not nervous, you're not paying attention.
Exactly.
He says.
Exactly.
So it is a kind of a hero's journey to go on.
It is a hero's journey, and this is something that people who don't know about ayahuasca need to understand. There's a lot of propaganda about, could cause addiction. Absolute bullshit. Nobody's ever been addicted to ayahuasca in the history of the universe. On the contrary, you brace yourself for an ayahuasca. It's not something that I look forward to. It's work that I feel I need to do. It's stuff I need to learn about myself and how I'm functioning in the world, make sure my path is right. But it's hard work. There's the physical consequences, the diarrhea, the vomiting, and then there's the emotional turmoil of dealing with the truth about yourself. So ayahuasca is not something that anybody rushes into for a recreational effect. You're going to be put through the mill in an ayahuasca journey, and being put through that mill will help you to understand yourself better. And if you understand yourself better, there's the opportunity to make better choices in the future than you made in the past.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. It was my second ceremony was a big one. It was the single most profound experience of my life. Mm-hmm. It was probably the single most challenging night of my life. Yeah. Very difficult, but I brought so much back with it, and I was able to make so many necessary changes that, quite frankly, Graham, I could have got to my 80th birthday and looked back and thought, what did I waste my life doing, playing so small, not doing the right things? And
exactly.
So I'm glad I did it, but I'm not rushing back, but I know I need to go back because I know I need to do the work.
Ayahuasca is work. Yeah. That is fundamentally what it is. It's work, and the work is there in the session itself, and it's there after the session as you try to integrate what you've learned into your life practice in the years that follow.
That's the real hard part.
It is.
And who knows where that technology came from?
Well, this is the amazing thing. The point that I was making earlier. That discovering these two plants that are orally inactive in their own right amongst the 100,000 plus species of plants and trees in the Amazon, and putting them together and producing this highly psychoactive brew, how was that done? How did they know that these two plants, which are not active themselves, when put together would produce this amazing effect? Trial and error doesn't seem to answer it. And shamans in the Amazon say, well, the plants taught us how to do it, because they believe, and I think they're right, that the whole universe is intelligent. It's not just empty matter. Plants aren't just pretty things. These are part of life on Earth. They have their own consciousness, and they have their own way of communicating. And it's astonishing the communications that plants reveal to us in, for example, the ayahuasca experience, or that fungi revealed to us in the psilocybin experience. Anybody who's been in depth into those experiences will no longer dismiss the idea that plants have intelligence and that plants communicate. They do communicate. They do have intelligence. They just don't use words of a human language.
Yeah, so true. I think that Netflix is going to want another series, and I'm looking forward
Fingers crossed.
to it.
I hope so.
If they do you know what you might want to go do?
I certainly do, but I won't go into it here. There's the thing about a TV series, especially when you're dealing with half-hour episodes, is there's only so much you can pack in. There's only so much you can do without sort of overwhelming the viewer, and it's necessary to keep the story moving along. So there's many more things that I would like to say, much more, and I'd like to go back and make an episode in Egypt. I just have to get around this political problem first.
Well, I'm sure that can be done. So it's Ancient Apocalypse. You can watch it on Netflix.
Yes.
It's incredible. 8 episodes.
Yeah, 8 episodes. Each episode is about half an hour. They were all released on the same day on Netflix, which was the 11th of November 2022, and they're all out there all over the world in any country to be viewed. Netflix, do subtitles and voiceovers in various markets. But it's available everywhere. It's not limited to particular countries.
And it's done extremely well. I mean,
all the information I have is that it's done extremely well.
I mean, it was a number 2 here in the UK for a few weeks when I was watching it.
Yeah, and that's number 2 of all television series, not just documentary series. Right. That's number 2. So the number 1 at that time was The Crown,
Yeah, I know.
Which is a drama. So I was pleased to see myself almost up there competing with drama series, because documentary series don't normally do as well as dramas, It was very good to see that. All the indications are that we've had a huge viewership all around the world. And I hope that people who've started watching the series will stick with it, because it is a story that unfolds.
Yeah.
And as you rightly said, we bring it all together in episode 8 at the end. That's when everything comes together in the series.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say wait to the end, because that's when it all comes together and brings it together. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.